Show you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice and all. First thing, consent agenda approval of December 12th, 2022 meeting minutes, approval payment to Olson for engineering service for wastewater phase 1 North LS improvement in amount of $42,176.18. Approval payment to Kansas State Treasurer for bond payment for bond series 2014B in amount of $31,070.88. Bond series 2014A in amount of $41,448.81. Bond series 2019 amount of $65,122.39. Bond series 2012 in amount of $59,893.75, in which payment would be paid from the 2023 budget. Utility deposit and credit refunds. Is there a motion we approve consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
Aye.
Motion carried. Regular agenda none, public comments, petition on memorial contribution request from Hiawatha after prom 2023 minutes or 2023 year. With that, you just okay.
So
Next.
information only request, I mean, I forgot if we usually do that or not. Okay.
The fire department did last year, out of their budget, but we normally don't.
Okay.
Next thing is old business, consider approval of accepting bids for city website. Motion to approve awarding a website redesign, update and proposal to Civic Plus in the total amount of $22,725 for the first year annual service and $4,700 for the second year annual service. Is there a motion we approve the website update?
I'll make a motion to approve the awarding the website redesign and update proposal to the Civic Plus in the total amount of $2,725 for the first year annual services and $4,700 for the second year annual services.
Second.
Been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
Aye.
Motion carried. New business, consider application for volunteer firefighters. Approve Travis Peterson as a volunteer firefighter pending employment testing. I guess, you have anything for us, Chief?
I don't have anything for you. I just would like for you guys to consider the approval of Trevor Peterson to be put on the fire department. He's a young, eager individual who's lived in Hiawatha, so his employers, obviously, his parents, and they're willing to let him go throughout the day, which is a huge help.
Yeah, maybe I should ask his mom first.
I'll make a motion to approve Trevor Peterson as a volunteer firefighter pending pre-employment testing.
Your second?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote. Motion carried. Next thing, reappointment of land bank trustees and present the final financial report to mid-bank. I'll make the motion to approve reappointment of Leon Wiseman and Commissioner Dave Mattendorf to the land bank reappointment for 3 years. Is there a second?
A second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
Aye.
Motion carried.
I'll abstain.
All right. Still carried, Dave, you can't get out of it.
I know.
You could have opposed it, Dave. Chance
Myself.
chance to get off, no.
Did we get a vote?
Yeah. I think so.
All right. Next thing, consider writing off uncollectible utility account balances. Motion to approve writing off uncollectible utility amounts in the amount of $280.02. And this has been a standard deal ever since I've been here, so I'd entertain a motion to approve the write-off at $280.02. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next thing, consider approval ordinance 2115 sewer rate increase amount. Motion to approve ordinance 2015, setting the rates for the sewer utilities fiscal year 2023. Has everybody had time to look over all the paperwork? I'd entertain a motion to approve the ordinance 2015. Is there a motion?
Make the motion to approve ordinance 2115, setting the rates of the sewer utility for fiscal year 2023.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
Aye.
Mr. Mendel.
Aye.
Mr. Shamber.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye, motion carried. Next thing, executive session returning client relations. Pursuit KSA 75-4319 B2, 15 minutes, Andy.
I don't know. 15 might be a little long. I think I
10?
can get what I get out in 10. Pretty easy.
All right, let's go 10 minutes.
I'll make a motion that the city commission recess into executive session in the conference room for 10 minutes to discuss matters of potential litigation. The justification for closing the meeting is to consult with the city attorney to discuss matters privileged under the attorney-client relationship. The open meeting will resume at 5:43 PM in the commission chambers, and to include the city, what did I say? 5, we're gonna be 1 minute, we're gonna be fast. 5:53. Include the city commission, attorney, and interim administrator. The city attorney and interim administrator will be attending, or actually not just the city administrator will be attending the executive session via phone call. I just botched that a little bit.
No, that's my fault.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded, going to executive session for 10 minutes. Roll call,
All in favor?
Aye.
motion carried. Make a motion, come in. For a second,
Okay.
motion been made and second, come back in, vote,
Aye.
Aye.
motion carried. Next thing, Mickey? You have anything? Lynette?
I guess the only thing I have is like, I would like to say thank you to this community, to the commission, to staff for all the outpour of condolences and everything to my family. So I do appreciate that. So thank you.
Thank you, Lynette. How about you, Larry? Larry?
I had to unmute.
No, I see. I didn't want you
No.
talking, huh?
Right. So I don't really have anything to say except since I wasn't able to be with you folks this afternoon, I just wanted to congratulate you, Mayor Collins, on your many years of service to the city of Hiawatha. It's been a pleasure working with you. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. I have nothing. Brian,
I have nothing tonight.
Dave, Bentdorf,
I'd just like to thank the city staff, and most of them aren't here, for having to work out in the cold weather this last couple of weeks. We had a water main break that was very difficult, I think, to repair. So thanks to all the city employees and that have been out in the cold trying to keep things going.
thank you, Dave. Becky,
Okay, we skipped Evans. Evans, did you have anything?
No, Dave took what I was gonna say, so. But I would like to say thank you to all the city employees for the hard work they've done this past year, since this is our last meeting for the year this year, and also a big thank you to Larry for everything that he's done for the city.
sorry I missed you, Evans. I just
Oh,
flew
you're
right
fine.
by you.
I'm just down here hanging out.
All right. That's good policy. Becky, you have anything?
Yeah, actually, I've been giving some thought, since there will be an empty seat, and we've already talked a little bit about what we're gonna do as far as filling when this seat is open. Last meeting, we decided that we would maybe go ahead and do it on January 9th. The more I got to thinking about it, I think it might be a little bit hasty to do it that quick. One of the things I was thinking about, if we put somebody in on this seat right after I move over, then we're gonna be asking them to make decisions on an agenda they haven't even looked at yet. And I'm just talking to Lynette a little bit today, there's gonna be quite a bit on the agenda.
Yeah,
Plus, that's gonna make a lot, I mean, if we're gonna have 4 or 5 people who are interested, we say they get 3 minutes to talk. It's probably gonna take longer than that 3 minutes. It just could make for a longer meeting. So I would like to propose that instead we find a time to schedule a special meeting for that. On
Well-
top of that, if we all have questions, if each commissioner wanted to come up with a question similar to what the newspaper did with all of us when we decided to run for the commission seat, there were questions that they had to respond to in writing. To me, that may streamline the process if everybody had a question, if you wanted to, and then Lynette could pass them on to anybody who's interested. They could do short written responses. We could look at those before, and then they could still come talk for their 3 minutes and we go from there. To me, it just adds a little bit more, another layer. Gives us a chance to process it through a little bit more.
research.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
So,
what we usually do in the past is, when a vacant seat comes up, they got 15 days to replace the vacant seat, but the mayor will be appointed
Mhm.
at the meeting, the next physical meeting. And then your seat is not vacant until you're appointed.
right.
So you got 15 days after that.
So I think then for us to try and get it done on the 9th, I think if we've got enough regular city business we need to focus on, let's do our regular city meeting, and then I don't know if we just, the next Monday, we come back and have a special meeting. Anybody who's interested, who has shown that they've interested. And Andy, I don't know if this is making sense, if there's anything you need to add. Well, that'll be a problem.
So, yeah, as long as you elect for the 19th, you wanted to have a meeting this only.
Sorry. So as long as you elect within 10 days, so before the 19th, you could do that. So if you wanted to hold a meeting just for the purpose of interviewing and deciding that issue, I mean, we're far enough away, you could schedule it later in the week or even the Monday, Tuesday after that, as long as it's before the Thursday after that. So however you want to do it is fine.
That's what I would lean towards. I mean, obviously, everybody else has a chance to input, but I really got to thinking that, like I said, having somebody freshly appointed to sit in the seat and they're making decisions on things they haven't had the chance to even look at, because we're not going to give everybody our agenda.
Well, usually they get the agenda, but not
Well,
all
not
the
all the
attachments,
commentary and
especially
all that.
if there's anything confidential and things like that. But
Were they planning on swearing somebody in that meeting?
Well, that's what we talked about.
Following meeting. After I'm
The
gone,
9th.
The special
It'd be the
meeting.
following meeting, so no one would come right up here and
nobody the ninth.
Okay.
make any decisions. You would have another meeting, they'd be sworn in, and then
Well, yeah, actually, that's 14 days, so you haven't got 14 days. Do you?
10 days.
10 days
10
from
days.
the 10 days from the 9th, so before the 19th. I mean, because once they're elected. As soon as they take their oath of office, they're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that if we did this on the 9th, if we said this is the person that we like, it would make sense that they would. So that's why I would rather we wait to do it at a different meeting.
I wasn't aware they were gonna do it that meeting.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't know you was gonna do it that meeting either. I think it,
Well, I'd
Never
assumed
did.
if everybody's gonna come in and interview and,
well, that'll be after the next, after I'm gone. So that'll be a meeting after that. So you can make that motion as soon as you're in the next meeting. And
But
on the
this-
floor to the people.
Yeah, so we could do it either way. Like I said, if you want to hold a meeting for no other reason than to have the candidates come in and interview. I do agree that 3 minutes is probably not going to be 3 minutes. It's probably going to be more like, 5 to 10, depending on how many candidates we have, and we won't know that for another week. So
I'm fine having a special meeting. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think if you wanted to have a special meeting, that would probably be easier, I guess, just to facilitate that one sole issue. Whether you wanted to do it later in the week, we could do it, or even the Tuesday or Wednesday following. So, and I know we do have one candidate who's mentioned that not available for 9th in person. So that would probably, I guess, take care of that issue.
okay.
You done, Becky?
So we're doing a different meeting then.
Gonna have a different meeting. that
Okay.
sounds money.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'll email get some availability from the commission, and then we can
Okay.
send around a request for special meeting. get
And
the
then
signature.
what about the thought? Do you all want to send them some questions to answer, 2 or 3 questions, just to have a little bit of input before they come in front, or are we going to ask questions when they're here? But if we do that, it should be, in my opinion, it should be the same questions.
It's gonna be pretty rough with 5 or 6 people asking everybody 5 questions each.
Yeah, that's why I thought if we sent them 2, 3, 4 questions, or they had to write just a, not a long, not an essay.
Problem where we just send out. Anybody's got questions, send them out to all the people, and they can answer them. We can look them over before, but I don't want to beat a dead horse for 2 hours with 5 or 6.
No, I think.
No, I don't either.
I think if you had some specific questions, we can get some answers for you in advance. So I'll handle that. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
That's it.
Is there a motion we adjourn?
See if Becky has anything.
Becky.
Becky goes with.
Oh, Becky, you have anything? I didn't even know you was on there. Becky? Barger?
Hey, yes, Becky Berger. Here I am. No, I don't have anything to add there. So,
Good.
yeah, I think that's a good idea if you guys do a special session for anyone that's interested in taking that seat.
All right. Thank you, Becky. Motion made and seconded. To adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to adjourn. We'll vote.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thanks, everybody coming out.
Happy New Year, everyone.
You too, Larry.
Thank you.